We have had a lot going on here this week. Oh my goodness, it's been a fun week, hasn't it? Yeah, lots of puppy updates, some puppy gotcha days, and some new puppies have arrived. In this video, I'm going to be updating you on a lot of what's happened over the last week here at SVCC Schnauzers. Hi, Penny. Penny, this is your last time in our Playpen. Yeah, Jim is going to be taking you to the airport where you get to meet your new mommy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is an exciting day for you. Aren't you beautiful? Oh my goodness.
What a cute little girl you are.
You are such a pretty girl. And we just send you with lots of blessings, Miss Penny, that your new family, they're going to love you. I have seen your new playroom and I've seen the new toys your mom has gotten for you. It's going to be great for you. All right, saying goodbye here. Brianna wanted to say goodbye to her as well. She just loves Brianna, of course. Brianna is the one who's giving her cheese and doing lure training with her. So, all right, well, we just send her with lots of love, right?
Yes.
Very good.
She found the cheese in my hand.
She says, hey, I know what to do with that. And because I know some of you are going to ask, what kind of cheese am I talking about? Here it is. And then you get to see some photos of Mommy and her daughter saying goodbye to each other. Yes, you're a sweet mommy, Sierra. When somebody is getting a puppy from me, they regularly get little text messages with little videos. I send little clips and I just update on how things are going. And this is a little video that I sent to Blakely as Jim was leaving my home to deliver her little puppy, Penny, to the airport. Blakely, this is my husband, Jim. He is the person who will be meeting you at the airport. They are on their way. Car is packed and ready to go.
Here we go. Here's Penny with her new mommy.
Oh, she is going to be loved.
Yes,
she doesn't even know what she's getting herself into. Penny Star.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the SVCC Toy Schnauzer family.
I've been waiting for this day, just hounding Sean with text messages and emails, and it's a good day.
Fantastic.
It is a great day.
Coco is in season and her family has brought her back to visit with us for perhaps a week, where we will be breeding her and she will likely be having puppies in about 10 weeks. Coco is such a pretty girl and she's getting along so well with all the other girls here. Look at how beautiful you are, pretty girl. Yeah. Hi, Caviar, I see you too. Yes. Hello, Caviar. Hello. Hi, Coco. Hello. Every day, my doggies get a variety of different types of probiotics. And you can see when I get the probiotics bottle out, everybody gets excited. They think of these as treats, and they have to do something for it. So they may have to dance. Who's willing to dance? Are you going to dance for me? Yes. I know. We're going to do something fun. Spin. Yes, good spins. Good spins and good dances. Yes, you're such a good dancer. I know. You get one too. Yes. Liberty. Yes, good job. Look at this beautiful girl, Janny. Oh my goodness, she's so pretty. Yeah, say I just got groomed today and I get to go home Yeah, you are such a good mommy. You are so good to your babies. But look at how pretty she looks. Yes, she's such a pretty girl. We love you so much, Janny. We're sending you back home. We know your mommy loves you too. Yeah, we know Bentley loves you, and they'll be so excited to see you. Janny, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. I love those green eyes. You're such a beautiful girl. Yes, you are. Janny, you are a very special little girl to me. Yes, you are. And we have loved having you here. You're such a good mommy. Such a good mommy. And now you're going to go back to your other mommy who loves you too. Yeah. Yeah. We're sending you with big hugs and lots of love. So you're going to go get in the car with Jim now, and he's going to take you back. Yeah. All right. Love you, sweetie pie. When we are transporting a mama dog like this, yeah, we're making sure that we've got a little potty pad here for her because she's still leaking just a little bit of milk sometimes. And so, yeah, we just want to make sure you got something underneath you so that as some of that milk comes out, it's all okay. But her milk will dry up in the next couple of days, and she'll just be right back to normal. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. I know I love you, Janny. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, you're going to give your other mommy big hugs and kisses when you get home. Yeah. Safe travels, girlfriend. Mwah. I am carrying all of Janny's puppies into the bathroom this morning and bathing them. So I've got it all set up for them. Show you how I do it. I've done 2 at a time so far, but of course with an odd number of puppies here, we are down to the last 3, and so I'm going to do these 3. I've got the water warm and ready to go, and I'm introducing them to being bathed. And so here we are introducing them to running water. And you can see some are more curious than others initially. And I'm using the Tropic Clean hypoallergenic puppy kitten shampoo. And I just start off by very easily getting them a little wet. And then I pick each one up and shampoo them. So that's what I'm going to do now. This is what it looks like when they are all lathered up. And it's great that they're in here together. They can see that this is okay. Yeah, that's right. That's okay. Here we go. All soaped up, getting clean. Yes. And I have a helper by my side all the time. Hello, pretty girl. Coco, you are so sweet. You're just with me all the time, aren't you? Yes. And first, I give them a really good dry off with a towel. And so we just wrap them all up in a towel and get them dried this way first. And then I carry them like this into my grooming area so they get used to being in this room regularly as puppies. There we are this morning. And I'm going to use this dryer because it has heat to it and I can set it on a low temperature. So I stand here like this with the dryer on, and I use the hand that's holding the camera at the moment and rotate a puppy to get dry. So that's how this happens. And since they're again all together, it's a lot easier on them. So with lots of help here from Coco and Godiva, I have completely dried these little puppies. Hello. Hello. They've just all had baths. These are Janny's puppies. And every one of them just got a bath. And of course, because I'm sitting here, they all want to come over and get in my lap. But then it makes it hard for you to see them. It's Friday, June 13th. And I am attempting to show you what Janny's puppies look like now. But they always come over and want to get in my lap, which makes it really hard to show them to you. Yes! At this age, it is great to introduce puppies to older dogs that are not their mothers. Coco is learning about what it's like to be around little puppies. And of course, I'm supervising very well. Coco's doing great. She has been so curious about the puppies. And so I thought it also might be a good way for you to get a better look at these puppies. Caviar has been in with these puppies before and has gotten the opportunity to learn how to interact beautifully with little puppies, as you can see here. But this is great because it helps little puppies like this to start to learn about being a part of a pack and to get some feedback, if you will, from older dogs. So Liberty and Honeybee might come in and interact with them as well. And so they start to learn about pack behavior. Of course, they're learning about that in their own litter here, but you can see some of that beginning to play out a little bit in the way that they are relating to Caviar and Coco, who are visiting in here with me now. I got up, of course, very early this morning and did a cleanup of all the playpens and fed all the puppies. I've pulled their food up right now because I don't want Caviar and Coco eating their food. Of course, Caviar and Coco would love to eat the puppy food. Well, this is what Janny's puppies are looking like on June 13th. Fresh out of the dryer, I've got some very clean toys to put in with Janny's litter. So let's go do that. I'm going to get a lot of help here in doing this because all of my doggies say, oh yeah, we want to play with those toys. Of course we do. Now, mind you, they've got tons of toys all over the place, but when fresh toys come out, they say yes. And Coco is doing such a great job being in here with the puppies. I will also put a newly cleaned bed in with them. So I tend to keep their bedding area over here. They've also really taken to getting into this crate. And so when I'm cleaning, it works really well. But they've also been sleeping in this crate with some bedding in it. So that's working out very nicely for these little puppies. So if one of these little Janny puppies is yours, you can see that they are thriving. This is Godiva's puppy. And Godiva's puppy is 1 week younger than Janny's puppies. And so it is my plan to, probably in the next week, have her stay 100% of the time with Janny's puppies unless Godiva is asking to feed her. But I regularly bring this little girl over and have her interact with, play with Janny's puppies. Or earlier this morning, I had several of Janny's puppies in Godiva's playpen with them. So they rotate regularly. And here's what it looks like when I put her in with them together. They get very excited to see her. And she's seeing her mom right here outside the gate, who keeps an eye on everything that's going on, don't you, Miss Godiva? Yep. Godiva says, I'm checking out what's happening with my puppy. Now, Godiva comes in sometimes with Janny's puppies, but I have to be really careful of that because they all say, oh, we'd be happy to nurse. And that's a little too much for Miss Godiva. Yeah. There you go. You can see she's up walking around, interacting with them. And she will just grow up thinking that she had a lot of siblings and this is how it works. And there she is doing normal puppy playing and biting and roly-polying. And it's about an hour and a half after the video that you just saw. And I'm coming back to see how they're doing and what they're doing with their toys. And you can see they tend to get in little clusters here. So we've got a couple of them over there in the bed. Several of them are sleeping here on top of the toy. A couple of them over here. And they'll move around quite a bit. But the other thing I wanted to show you is that throughout the day, I will rotate the types of toys and things that they have access to. And so here's what happens when I add the jungle gym back in for them. The jungle gym is a really age-appropriate toy for them to have right now, because when they walk into things dangling over their head, they learn to notice the areas around them. And as those toys sort of hit them, bonk on them, they start playing with them. And that's really great. You can see here how I'm setting it up so that they're getting touched from overhead. And that's what the purpose of this is. At this age, it helps them to acclimate and to not get sensitive or concerned, anxious if something touches them in that way. You don't need one of these jungle gyms when a puppy comes home to you from my home, because they have already been exposed to this. So I would encourage you to invest your money in different types of toys rather than one of these jungle gym type toys. I'm going to go ahead now and put the food back down for them, since I've brought Coco and Caviar out. I leave them with access to food and water, I would say at least 90% of the time. When I'm changing out the potty pads, when I'm cleaning it out, they might not have access to food for a little bit while I'm doing that. But you can see they have this kind of setup regularly. Dazzle, you're so pretty. Dazzle's getting ready to have her puppies sometime this week. Look at this big belly. Oh my goodness, Dazzle. Yes, that's right. I'm going to be right by your side. We're going to do it together. Yeah. You have a puppy that's coming. Yeah, I can tell by the way you're doing your contractions. We're getting very close here. On June 12th, 2025, at 3 a.m., or actually close to 3 a.m., about 2:50-ish is my guess, this little boy was born. So he is a black party boy. There he is with Mama. You're such a pretty girl. You are. You're such a pretty girl, and you're being such a good mommy. Yep. Having more contractions. This little girl has a tendency to want to deliver her puppies in a sitting, an upright position. Some moms like to lay down on their sides. Others like to stand up. Her first puppy, she was in this position like she is right now. She's about to have another puppy here. And she seems to just like to sit up and push contractions from that seated position, versus some mom dogs like to be on their side and push that way. What are you going to do this time, Another big push and this puppy will be out. Yes, keep going. Keep going. You got it, girlfriend. Can you see The muscles across her back rippling as she's having contractions here. And there's a puppy right there. Dazzle just had a little girl. This appears to be a black and silver little girl. I have been up since 2 a.m. with a mom dog who is hopefully having another puppy here. And here are the little puppies that have already arrived. This is Editor Sean coming back as I'm weaving this video together, and I wanted to let you know that there are times in my life where the doorbell rings or I know someone is arriving at my house and I can't answer the doorbell. I can't stop what I'm doing in the moment, and that is what happened right here at this point in the video. While Dazzle and I were sitting right here having her puppies, I realized someone was at my front door, and I texted them this little clip that's coming next. That you've just arrived at the door, and I want to show you Dazzle in labor here, and she literally has another puppy right here in the birth canal, which is why I just cannot leave her side at the moment. Hopefully you understand. I wanted to see if the contractions show up for you. She is very focused. And her body is just contracting here. Can you see the ripples? Dazzle has done such a good job giving birth to her puppies. So she has 3 puppies here, 1 boy and 2 girls. The boy is the first one that was born, this little black Potty. And then we had the second one born. This is a little black and silver girl. And then the third one here is a black Potty girl. And I'm wondering, she might have some ticking. In other words, she might be roan like caviar. We'll just have to see how all this plays out. It'll be several weeks before we'll know about her potential ticking roan coloring, though. So this one has that possibility. Potentially, we'll see. Yeah, Dazzle's such a great job. Burberry, are you enjoying playing with Frank? Yeah. Hi. Hello, Chickie. Hello, Chickie. I see you. Lola. This is Frank and Lola right here together. Yes. Yes. Hello, Oscar. Hello, Oscar. Hi, Petey. I keep calling you Petey. You're not Petey. You're Jenga. Why do I keep doing that? Huh? Huh? Odin is overdoing his business over there. Let's see what happens when I call his name. Odin! Hey, Odin! He says, nope, I'm busy doing my potty business. Hello, Oscar. Frank, your tail is wagging. Hello, Atticus. Hello. Hi, pretty boy. I love that wagging tail of yours, Mr. Atticus. Look at you. You are so cute. Good morning, Oscar. Hi, pretty boy. Hello. Hello. Oscar and Jinga and Lola and Chicky and Atticus. Here's little Mr. Frank laying down now. Hi, Frank. How are you this morning, huh? How are you? Yeah? And look at you, little Miss Lola, playing with the toy. I know, you're talking to me now. Yes. Yes. I love when they go get on the wobble board themselves. Oh, you're so cute. Odin. And there's the pounce, and they're off. Yeah. They will play like this just nonstop all day. Roly-poly play going on. And you hear some others. They're right over here. Here are Huckleberry's puppies. Hello. Hi. Hello, George. Hello, Winston. Where's our little Miss Pippa? Pippa must be hiding. Oh, there you are. Hi, Pippa. Hello, Pippa. Nice to see you. Yes. Good to see you all, Huckleberry puppies. Yes. Hello. Hello. Huckleberry's puppies will be 7 weeks old tomorrow. So what you are seeing right here are little 7-week-old puppies. And they will follow me around as I move around the playpen, and they just love to play. Yes. Yes. So George, Winston, and then one of the other little boys doesn't have a name yet. Their family just hasn't told me the name anyway. And little Pippa. Oh, boom. Hi. Hello. 7-week-old little puppies playing. They will be ready to go to their new homes next week. Yes, that's right. You can go home at 8 weeks old. So what's up next for me here? I'm going to connect these two playpens to each other, and I'm going to let them play really good, hard play with each other for a while. And then I'm going to divide it back up and clean up each side. Yeah, that's what's going to happen next. And then a little while after that, Anne will be arriving, and Anne will be doing some grooming today. In fact, I think today is the day that Frank, where are you? Frank and Lola, I think today is your day that you get put into a traditional Schnauzer style. Yeah, because you have a gotcha day coming up next week. Yes, that's right. Your gotcha day is coming up. So we'll be putting you two into traditional Schnauzers when Anne arrives today. Yeah. On my YouTube channel, you will find a tab. I believe it says posts, but it might say community for you. I'm not sure. But click on that post tab. It's on this post tab or community tab where I share all sorts of things going on. For example, you can join our June live Zoom call on Saturday, June 21st at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you're a member of our channel, you will find the link for Zoom here. Once a month, we host a live members-only event using Zoom. You can come Zoom with me, talk with me, get to know other people in our community. It's a really fun conversation where my intention is to help you think through, answer your questions. Again, you get to know other people, you get feedback and ideas, suggestions from other people. Who attends these? Well, our members include people who are puppy lovers, considering perhaps getting a puppy, people who already own our puppies and want to continue their training, people who are in our guardian program who co-own one of our dogs together, and they're sharing their experience of owning one of our breeding dogs. and also people who are breeding and training dogs regularly and like to share with people who are kindred spirits. So we'd be delighted to have you join us. If you haven't already joined our channel, check out those options. You can press the join button and get all the information that you need to know about our channel. We'd love to have you become a part of our fur baby family. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment below, ask your questions. Your questions help us to inform what videos to do next. So thank you so much for being here.